Okay, we are now live on 2 pages on Facebook. So here we are. Y'all like my hat? You do? I didn't comb my hair, so I can't take it off.
Deborah,
Yeah,
how come it says Deborah is live 16 minutes ago?
I don't know.
It says you're live now.
Well, I had it logged in, but I didn't push live yet. So
It's saying on Facebook, Deborah Colleen Rose is live now.
yeah, I told you, we just went live.
It said 16 minutes ago.
Well, I had us logged in 16 minutes ago, but I just pushed the button to go live. Okay, we were logged in. Whatever. It's not like we said anything awful. It's not like we revealed any political secrets.
Silly.
It's not like I brought out the.
When you go live on Facebook with multi-dimensional people.
What?
This is what happens.
We're multi-dimensional?
Yes.
I just thought I was kind of round, squishy. All right, so Gail, tell them our subject matter today.
Well, our subject matter today is discernment. And
You need to put it a little closer to the camera.
can you see it?
Well, now let it focus. Yeah, now it says discernment. I see it.
You are developing the skills to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion.
Truth from illusion. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think right now, we see a lot of people saying they didn't have time to do certain things, and now that they do, they're still not. So what about finding out why are we not doing those things that we say we want to do, but yet we're not doing them?
Oh,
Like
I got an
me,
answer.
Writing my book was real important, and I put it off, and now I'm back on it again. So, I had to ask myself why I wasn't doing my book. Why wasn't I writing my book? I've been doing it for 2 years. I've got 100 pages, still a long way to go to get it done. But why? And this card discernment was the answer for me this morning. It's about some of the fears of people, judging me for things that I'm going to write in my book, or fear that my family may be angry that I'm going to put truth in this book, and seeing the truth about who I am in this book. So, but I have to remind myself that that's my fear, that's my illusion, and putting out that truth right now is real important for me, for my healing. So, what is it you needed to discern about yourself that's going to help you heal?
Well, I was going to say what you just said about the judgment. I think a lot of times people will say they're going to do something or they want to do something, and they really have no intention, and they don't even really have any desire to do that, but they're afraid that other people will think less of them if they don't go along with the ideology that's being expressed. Like, oh yeah, it's like I'm seriously wondering how many people are really bonding.
16 months ago, but I just, and they don't even really.
Somebody's got their sound turned on.
Other people think less of them if they don't go along.
Somebody's got their sound turned on Facebook.
I mean,
I was answering somebody's question and I couldn't find the hush button.
Okay, so I know I had something really good to say that wasn't worth listening to twice, but so oh my gosh.
Okay, I think I embarrassed myself now.
No.
Okay.
No, we are not tech people and we're not professionals. Get over it, world. We're doing the best we can with what we got to work with. And that ain't much.
The hush button. Okay. From now on, we'll say, get on that hush button.
Well,
turn that thing down.
Well, what made it?
Hush that, please.
What made it so funny is that if you were looking at Gail, you can hear the audio, and she's looking around like, well, who's doing that? Who's doing it? And it was her, and she knew it was her. Well, who is that? Don't judge me.
I hadn't touched anything. It's like, I'm just recording this. I'm not doing anything. I'm leaving everything alone.
Well, that's good. That's good, Elizabeth. Leave it alone.
I'm not touching anything today.
But I want to comment too about what you said about your family judging in the book, okay? Because I have had the issue of writing my own story and how some of my family members would react to that. And here's what I decided. I am waiting a little bit longer, and it's not because I'm afraid my parents will judge me. I don't want to distress them at this point in their lives. So, but then I had to sit down and have a conversation with myself and go, is that real? Because do you really think your parents going to read this book? No. So I've started writing again. Because they're never, I've got 20 books out there. They've never read one of them. Not one.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Not one?
Not one. Not one.
Okay. Wow.
Well, you know what the lesson for me in writing my book has been is the lesson of judgment. Because when I started writing my books and I started putting in things in there that I did myself, and started to judge myself, which I had to heal, then I could recognize more when I was judging other people. Because we all do it. I mean, there's things that I have lately said, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, Gail, you're judging. So I think, that's part of that discernment, and I really believe that, recognize that is helping me to heal a lot of things for myself, but see people in a different light.
I have something to say about that. Do you, Elizabeth?
Go ahead.
Okay, because I just had this conversation last week with somebody else. There is a difference in judging, in condemning, and then forming an opinion, okay? Yep. And judging is leading to condemnation if you're not seeing the person's intent and you're not seeing the person's heart. But at the same time, while I may not agree with you, I do have certain standards or certain requirements that I have for myself personally in my intimate and ongoing relationships. And I have to make an assessment of that to see if you're a person who would be in my inner circle or my family or whatever. That's not a judgment. It is a measuring stick of what I need and want. And I think that it's a very fine line. There's a lot of gray overlap and all of that. But because I have people tell me, you're a very judgy person. No, I'm assessing you to see if you get to be around me. Because I get tired of having to feel like I'm on the defensive because I'm so odd and different by a lot of people's standards, and that's them, assessing me or judging me? Depends on their attitude. It's intent and attitude that goes with those actions. I never want to condemn someone and say, oh, you're a horrible person. I just want to say you're a person that will make me crazy and I don't need to be around you because all we're going to do is bump heads constantly. That type of thing. So there's assessing, there's judging, and there's condemnation. And there are three very, very, very different things. Not my job to judge you, not my job to condemn you, but it is my privilege to assess you to find out how we're going to interact. Then that's the way I look at it.
Look at it. Great way. Look at that. Thank you.
So don't be so hard on yourself.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I like you.
I love you.
I love you too. And we all know I would date Elizabeth if I was a guy. She's a hot mama.
Stop it. Stop.
Who's having more fun than us during the quarantine? That's what I want to know.
What now?
Who is having more fun than us during the quarantine?
Well, I don't know. I have my days when I have fun, and then I have days when I don't. And when I have to learn I'm in that learning curve, and I don't like it. I'm having to learn new stuff, and I really don't like it. And it started this morning. It was like I had to have a teleconference. I mean, of all things in the world, I couldn't get it to work because I have to have a colonoscopy because I've never had one. And so it's a real big deal because now I'm 66. Oh my God, you got to have one. And I told this person that's supposed to be doing it, I said, you take a real good look at this one time because you're not having this entrance ever again. It's a one-time thing. Just note it. You've only seen this opening one time.
You told that to the doctor?
Yes. So it's like, I'm no, this is it. So we go through all this, and has your mother had this, and your family had this, and what diseases, and blah blah blah. We get all the way to the very end. I thought, okay, now she's gonna say, all right, we're gonna have you scheduled for whatever, and then she says, well, we'll have to get back in touch with you because we're gonna have to wait for all this coronavirus is over. And I just sat here thinking, I went through all this for you to tell me we don't know when it's going to happen. And that just kind of set me off.
Yeah, I would be too. Why waste your time? Why did they waste their time? I know why they wasted their time, so they could bill the insurance company. That was a consult that got billed.
Well, that was that's a $35 pay if my insurance doesn't cover it. I mean, that's just right off the bat.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I've been pissed.
So anyway, it was like, okay, and what's your password? And they have a new password, and you have to do this. And then I didn't know whether to be on the laptop, or did I need to be on the tablet, or did I need to be on the phone? It was just a bunch of, it was just more than I could deal with. But today, what I'm trying to figure out is, a way of getting Facebook, LinkedIn with Zoom. I'm almost there. I've got it on my actual on Zoom that I'm looking at right now. I can actually click on it. It says it's there. It's just getting it to sync up with each other. And it wanted me to do a couple of things. I didn't have enough time to do it for today. But I'll play with it, later.
Well, it'll probably be on your Facebook page, but not on the Spiritual Neighborhood page. Just so be aware of that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it actually will ask you, what page do you want to go to?
Oh, yay. That's wonderful.
So that's different. And that would take you right to, wherever I wanted to go.
Well, I've had 2 colonoscopies. I thought they were fun.
Oh, Jesus.
No, here's why. I don't know why. I reacted so well to the anesthesia. When I woke up, I felt fabulous. I felt like I had 10 hours sleep. Afterward, we went and ate Mexican food. I went shopping. We went to the movies. We went dancing that night. I felt great. Seriously. I like to do that once a quarter just to get the sleep.
I will more than, I would be very glad for you to go in my place and have you.
Well, if you need someone to drive you, I will drive you.
I would be glad for you to go and take my place. I feel like that about, like having teeth pulled.
Ooh.
I don't like that.
You don't like them messing with either end then, do you?
I don't. I really don't.
Hey, Gail.
I don't like to have my eyes messed with, and I just don't like I don't like much of anything when it comes to the body, I guess.
Pick a lock. Pick a lock.
It's like, y'all don't need to know that, or y'all don't need to know.
So we won't be seeing that on live Facebook when they do that.
This is not going to be televised. No, I don't think so. I'm not one of those who goes, okay, I'm definitely sick and I'm in the hospital. I'm not one of those. I may take a picture and go, okay, here's my breakfast, oh joy. But I'm not one of those people. Now, I do have my moments when I used to do food porn. Everything was, oh my God, here's this and we're doing that. And then it got, we're going to the same places, so it got boring. It's like, well, if there's nothing new, there's nothing, why do that?
Yeah, if I can't eat it, I don't want to see a picture of it.
Yeah, it's like, no, I don't think so. I don't want to do that. But yeah, I'm a real private person when it comes to certain things, and stubborn, obviously. But there's a couple of people in my circle that would say, yeah, she's a real pain in the ass. Really.
Oh.
But
no.
I just don't. I don't like it, and I just don't.
Well, I hope that you have as good an experience as I did, because I was actually terrified. That's a no-go zone for me.
I mean,
in any other condition, but I felt so good afterward. I did. It was, and the nurse says, you are just freaky. I don't know of anybody that feels this. I mean, I woke right up. I'm like, wow, I feel great. And was trying to get up. She goes, oh no, you've got to stay here. I'm like, oh no, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And she goes, you're in like the half a percentile. But I did. I love it.
See, I'm not that other half. That half. I would not be in that category. Well, she was asking me things like, do you have issues with anesthesia? I go, I have no idea.
You've never
So
had
I said,
surgery?
And I said, no. I said, no, wait. She said, you hadn't had your tonsils taken? I said, yeah, I had my tonsils taken out when I was 15. That's been some time ago. But I've never had surgeries or anything like that. So to me, when we start getting into this world of technology, I love the idea that I didn't have to go in. I'm very appreciative of that. I love that idea, but I think a lot of seniors, including myself, we need to go back to school to learn how to do this properly, because there were a lot of pieces that I found were missing in all this. It comes through an email, and then you're having to go to your phone, but you can't use your laptop because it needs to be on the phone. And, there's like pieces were missing, obviously. But that just, like I said, that just kind of set the tone for the day, and it didn't go well. But I'm over it now.
Well, I don't think that's just an age thing. I think it's just in the need, because like my children are both grown, okay? And they Google things on YouTube for hours. My daughter is very odd, and people that know our history know that she's on disability for mental health issues, and she's a lovely person, but she's very odd. And she will Google hours of YouTube on conspiracy theories and flat earth, and things that I think that are utterly ridiculous. And then she'll call me on like how to boil water. She won't Google how to boil water. You understand this is what the computer's really for, is practical information that you can apply to your...
That's the original intent.
Yeah, this is like a library, use it like a library. So...
Hey, Deborah, does somebody call you Debadoo?
I don't know.
Debadoo, Steve Ward?
Well, hell no, Steve. What the hell are you doing?
It says Debadoo. Steve Ward says, hi, Debadoo.
Well, hi, Steve Ward, but you know better than that. People don't call me that.
Maybe he misspelled. And then Randy, about a little while ago, said, you guys are live. So I think we were live before we thought we were live.
Well, we may have been. Deal with
Good
it.
man.
It's called reality TV, people.
This is what it's like. I told you in the beginning, this is going to be one of those where we think we're not on, and we are.
And I'm just glad we didn't do anything inappropriate, or did we?
What's inappropriate? I'm going to say the F word. I'm going to tell you anything you want to know. I'm going to ask you anything I want to know. So really, I don't care.
Well, it's 12:30.
Oh, it went so fast.
Alrighty. Gosh, we're having fun. I hope everybody else is having fun. I mean, laughing at each other and making fun of each other.
My suggestion is this. Y'all email us and tell us what topics you want discussed, because obviously we need guidelines. Don't let us just be like free-range chickens, because you're going to just get all kinds of...
We need a keeper.
Yeah, but
remember, tomorrow is April Fool's Day, so there's no telling what you're going to see.
And remember, Friday...
I will wear clothes, though.
Friday's John Capello. Friday's John Capello Day. Yes, that's right. John Capello will be live with us Friday.
And if you have something important to say, email us and we'll put you on, because obviously we have nothing important to say. So
yes, we do. Why do you think we're here? We all do.
We're here because I'm bored and I'm in quarantine, and this keeps me from killing people.
But you have such knowledge you could share, just like you did with me a little while ago about my book.
Gail, you are so precious to me because you always say the nicest things to me.
But it's true.
But
I appreciate you both.
All right, so here's our email account. It's spiritualneighborhood@gmail.com, or you can send a private message to either any of us. There's 3 of us, not 2 of us. Okay, and so you can do it that way. Watch this, share it with other people, because what we'd like to do eventually is get everybody into the Zoom room. Don't you love that? The Zoom room. And have a lot of interaction with you guys. And if you have something to share, tell us and we'll put you on, And I'm going to wear hats. I'm going to wear silly hats because I like hats.
I have something for tomorrow because it's April Fool's Day. I can't find my masks but I'm still going to look for them. But I have got the most atrocious. My mother loved this hat, but I just think it's the most atrocious thing I've ever seen, and I will be wearing it tomorrow.
Well, good, because I shouldn't be the only silly one here.
Well, then I'll look for one. I don't know if I have one, but I'll be happy to.
You don't have a hat? When we get out of this...
I don't like it. Oh, I have a beach hat, like yours.
Well,
that qualifies. We're having hat day tomorrow.
Well, get a scarf and tie it around your head. But when we get out of this quarantine, we're going hat shopping, Gail. Everybody our age should have an atrocious hat. And I have
the atrocious hat.
I have 25 of them.
Tomorrow.
I have 25 of them. I have feathers. I have all kinds of... I wear my gypsy hat. Ooh.
That would be good.
Yeah, I'll wear my gypsy hat tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'll wear my atrocious. You wear your gypsy, and Gail can wear her sun hat.
Okay. All right. Tomorrow's hat day, April Fool's Day. Love everybody.
Love you guys. Love everybody.
All right.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.
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 I'm turning the live off now, too. Hang on. Oh, my gosh. Hit finish. Hit